Hi Pisces, thank you so much for joining me today. It's awesome to be with you. For today's reading, I'm using a vintage University Books tarot, and it's from the 60s, and it's an imperfect deck in that it is, some of the cards are really cut unevenly, so always interesting to see what comes up. So for our messages for Friday, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. We have the Knight of Cups. So the Nine of Wands, we see our warrior here, bandage, leaning on the wand, looking over in one direction, as if he's saying, bring on what's next. When I look at this card, I think that there's a sense of tenacity, of fortitude, and someone who is pretty stoic, who has taken a few tumbles and is bruised, but still gets back up and is in the game and is staying in the game. And so this says that you have some grit and you have some determination to see things through. And really, whatever situation that you're in, maybe this is a message to hang in there and to keep at it and to keep fighting for what you believe in or what you hope to accomplish. And as I just see this is always, even though there looks like some trepidation in his expression, it's still a sense I'm standing, I'm not laying down my wand and giving up. I'm staying within this situation and I'm going to ride it through. Whatever adversity comes my way, I can do this. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And this Wheel of Fortune is always an interesting card to interpret because it's deeply, deeply layered. And really, it's the wheel of life. And the wheel of life is always turning. It's always in motion. It's moving. And sometimes it moves quickly, and sometimes it slows down to a halt. And the events that come in and out of our life really are represented on this wheel. Sometimes they're random, sometimes they're planned, sometimes they're positive, sometimes they're negative. And it's really a matter of how you react to all of the events within the wheel of life. Because the wheel keeps turning and you've got to roll with the wheel. And you've got to figure it out and to deal with the situation that drops in your lap, for better or for worse. And often people say that this is a card that's associated with destiny or karma. And certainly there's a grand scheme to the universe. And the universe has perhaps a design or plans. And it's a matter of how everybody fits within. The first piece is to know thyself and how you react and how you face the things that come your way. There's another piece, the karma piece, which is, do you have these repeating patterns that kind of draw in to your life certain things that happen? Kind of like the law of attraction and your thoughts of what maybe that is happening. So people control their fate and their destiny. And so it's a matter just of being cognizant of what the big picture is and how are you going to set your mindset into handling everything, whether it's positive, whether you're riding on top of the wheel or whether you get thrown off and you have to figure out how to get back on. So that's really what the wheel is saying, is that all the things that are happening, it depends on how you react to them. So then we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups can represent someone within your circle or energies that you would benefit from. This knight, we see his face, we see his helmet's up, holding on to the cup, offering it. And it's really an offering or a message or an opportunity. And so maybe there's a sense of an emotional connection coming your way. Love, a relationship, a dear friendship, but there's someone like the Knight of Cups who is sensitive, sweet, loving, fun-hearted, dreamy, kind of just a romantic soul, and wants to serve others, could be a spiritual healer as well, but really a loving type of energy. So whether you're offering that to someone else, that's awesome. And if you are meeting someone that you want to date, that's kind of this perfect person who is so intuitive and sensitive and knows art and culture and poetry and loves romantic movies, this is the kind of person that you would be with, or that you would spend time with. At the very literal sense, this could simply be a message to follow your heart on Friday. Cups are about emotions and listening to your heart. And so this could be the simple message of listening to your heart, understanding that things are happening behind the scenes and either good or bad in your life, and how you handle it is up to you. And this is about, I've got the fortitude and the tenacity and the grit to hang in there to whatever is going to be thrown my way. So this is a very nice, I think, reading for Friday. Let's take a look at the numbers. The numbers, we have 9 and 10, that's 19, and 1 is 20. And 20 reduces to 2, and 2 is about relationships and partnerships and cooperation, as well as finding the balance. So very nice. And to get a little more information, we will select an oracle from the Soul Trees Oracle, and we'll get a sense of what we can learn here. Live from your heart. So live from your heart, and perhaps that means be authentic to what your hopes and your dreams are. Be in tune with what your heart wants, and again, of following your heart. Live from your heart. And trust your intuition. Trust the feelings that you have in your heart. You know, pay them great respect. Sometimes we like to suppress, or we like to push down those feelings and those heart feelings that are trying to bubble up. Maybe they're scary. Maybe they're too overwhelming. And maybe you're just not ready for them. But acknowledge them and listen to them, and maybe write it down in a journal and revisit it at another time. But live from your heart. Be authentic, be loving, be of service to others. So I hope that you found something helpful here in this reading today. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, or comment. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. A lot of cool stuff here. And click on the bell notification so that you don't miss anything. And then finally, tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time, Friday, December 8th, will be my second live stream. And so we're going to cover a few topics. I will answer questions. We will pull some cards. We'll have a great time. So join me, and if you can't, no worries. There'll always be a replay afterwards. So take care, and I hope you come back again tomorrow for another daily tarot reading. Thanks. Bye-bye.